What's good? What's good? What's good? What's going on, man? Just chiming in real quick this Sunday morning, about to get ready to hit the road and head out here to New Orleans. But one thing I want to talk about that a lot of people are asking questions about is how do you stay upbeat? You know, how do you keep on that strong face? How do you stay positive when everything around you seems like it's going down and it looks bad? You know, the friends and family members around you seem to be negative. Things may not be going right at your place of business, at your dealership, and just overall things in your life just seem to be bleak. You know, you ever sat up and you wonder, you say, my God, you know, I'm doing everything right. I'm a good person. I just want to help my family. I want to take care of myself. And it just seems like all this shit around you just seems to be going crazy. That's what I want to talk about right now is how do you stay upbeat? How do you stay positive? How do you keep pushing forward when things get dark? And you know what? A lot of people, they believe, they think that because the person gets money or because they're recognized by folks or whatnot, that for some reason that they don't face the same problems, and we all do. You know, each and every day, the way I look at life is like this. How you doing, Chris? One of the things that I look at life is like this. You know, every morning when I wake up and I didn't get a text message or a phone call that my kids, the woman I'm in a relationship with, my parents, the people that I love the most on this planet, when I didn't get a text that any of them didn't wake up that morning, you know, the way I view life is I'm winning. Anything else that comes on top of that, any deal that gets booked, any other person I get a chance to help change their life, that is all a bonus. Because at the end of the day, I can have all the money in the world, but if none of those people woke up, none of it would mean anything. So let's talk about how to get through it day to day. And I'm gonna give a couple shout outs. What's up, John? How you doing from Greenlee, Colorado? What's up, Chris? Do me a favor, if y'all in here, hit the like button. But how do we deal with adversity? You see my shirt, I wear a shirt, you know, ever make mistakes in life? You know what I'm saying? Let's just make birds, okay? I keep things around me to keep me upbeat because, yeah, I travel all around the country and I make money and, you know, I do a lot better than the average person. But guess what? I still have to make sure that my mentals is intact. I still have to do everything I can every day to start my day on 20. So when the rest of the world is starting on 10 while they fizzling it out, I'm still going strong. And that's what it's all about. You know what? At the end of the day, if I took all of the problems out of your life and we threw them on the table, and let's say we had 10 or 12 people standing around that table, do you know what would happen? Every single person would beat the life out of each other to get their problems back. Because not until you start looking into the world, into the realm of other people's lives, then you realize that, man, my situation ain't that bad. So let's talk about it in our personal life. If things aren't going right at home, we have to ask ourselves, what part do we play in that? And what part can we play to fix that? Situation with spouses. You know, I've had relationship issues in the past. And you know what I found out? That I needed to be a little bit more involving and get them more involved in my day-to-day in the business and what's going on. Could it be your place of business? Could you be struggling in sales this month? Or could you be sitting at your dealership saying, I don't even know why I come in here every day. I'm putting in all these hours. I'm not making the money that I thought I was going to make. What is the point? And the one thing I want to stress to you is that whether you're at a dealership, whether you work in a 9 to 5, or whether you starting your dream and your vision, no matter what it is we do, there's going to be some obstacles and some roadblocks that are going to come up in front of us. Regardless, the thing about problems is this: most people try to run away from their problems. When you think about this reality, every successful businessman, businesswoman, or business is so because they've identified a problem and they provided a solution for it. What's up, Jamie? You know, that's the reality of it. We all go through issues. We all have struggles. But it's not the struggle that we run up against. It's what are we going to do about it? You know, they say life is 90% what happens to you, 10% of what you're going to do to fix it. And I like to use sales as an analogy because I'm involved in it. It's kind of like if you were working at your dealership and let's just say it's getting down to the end of the month and things haven't been going the way you planned it. Or if you are in management and the team isn't kicking the way we wanted them to. As opposed to always pointing the finger. And you know, anytime we point the finger, we got 3 coming back. We need to start looking inward. What can I do to transform the situation around here? If you're the sales rep that's at your store and sales aren't clicking the way you want it, you have to ask yourself, what have you done? Not what did the management give me, not what did these customers do. What have you done? What have you done to increase and improve your situation? And do me a solid, hit that like button while y'all in here for me. But what have you done to fix the situation? How many books have you read? How many role plays did you do? How many audios have you listened to? How many videos have you watched? You know, if it's a relationship problem, what can I do? How much sweeter, how much more love can I give to this person? What can I do? If you're in management and your team isn't acting right, as opposed to saying they got problems, when was the last time we sat down with each individual person to find out what's going on with them? Because guess what, management? Everybody isn't just motivated by money. Money, yes, it helps us to be able to acquire the things, to be able to live. But some people are motivated by recognition. Some people just love going home knowing that they got their family out of that project and into that house, or out of that apartment into that house, or out of that neighborhood into a better neighborhood, or out of that one car into another car. There's many different things. But as the individual, it is our responsibility to identify and find out what we can do when things go bad. Because I'll tell you one thing, if things aren't looking right in your life, I guarantee you that if you sit still and you do nothing, it will never get fixed. And a lot of times we believe that if we just ignore the problem, we duck away from it, or sometimes if we just whine and moan and complain about it, that'll fix it. And guess what? Whining, moaning, complaining has never fixed the problem. As a matter of fact, worrying has never solved the problem or gained stature to any human being on this planet. As a matter of fact, worrying, stress, and doubt, it takes away from your life. It takes away from your life. So even though problems do smack us in the face and they hit us, guess what? It's not going to stop. For the rest of our lives, we're going to run up against roadblocks, obstacles, and things that we have to go up against and overcome. But one thing I will tell you is this: once you overcome them, you become battle tested. And once that problem shows itself again, you've been there before. So you know how to deal with it. If your money is tight, guess what? It ain't the first time your money is tight, and it's probably not going to be the last. But the question is, what are you going to do to minimize your money being tight again? If you know you're going through this before and you're going through it now, but you're still doing the same things, you're not doing anything to help you increase the amount of money you bring in to minimize that tightness. You're not doing anything to increase your value so that other people see you worthy to invest in you. This is what it takes in order to climb our way out of the pits of hell, to be able to see the light over the top of that mountain. But it requires you, it requires we have to be willing to dig our own feet in the trenches and go get it. It's like when I train and I work with people. I love helping. And man, I'm so busy. I'm all over the country. Like I said, I'm about to get ready to go to New Orleans. I'm leaving in a couple of hours. But it amazes me with everything that I give to people. I mean, free on YouTube, LinkedIn, all social media. I have somebody that will send me a message and ask me a question about, hey, Brian, you think maybe you can help me memorize this? And it's like, no, man, if I give you the information, if I'm teaching you how to fish and you're not willing to take the fish and eat it yourself, I got to spoon feed it to you too, then that's a problem. We have to be willing to be the help that we look for, okay? And there's a power that's within each and every one of us that's far greater than any problem that's power or problem that's out here in the world. Some people call it God. Some people say Jehovah. Some say Allah. Some say Buddha. Whatever title you choose, just know that there's an eternal reservoir of strength that flows through each and every one of us. And when times get hard, when you feel like you're getting weak, you got to be able to draw on that eternal reservoir of strength to get you over the hump until you regain your bearings. So if things are going funny for you this month and you're not feeling well, guess what? You're alive and you're breathing, and every breath that we breathe is another borrowed one until we pass on. That alone, if your wife woke up, your husband, your spouse, your kids, your mother, your father, guess what? You're winning. And everything else you get today is nothing more than a bonus, because we didn't have to be here and they didn't have to be here. So the fact that we get a chance to breathe another breath, see another day, hear another bird chirp, hear somebody, even if somebody's complaining, we can hear it. We can walk to our car. We can go to our refrigerator. It don't matter if we're eating a cracker or we eating a T-bone steak, we're eating. We have access to lights, communication. I feel like we are some of the most fortunate people in the world. And even when shit goes sideways, just know that there is somebody out there that's dealing with it that's having a little bit harder than you. Just know that. So knowing that this is Sunday, as you're getting ready to start your week, if things are going funny for you at your place of business, at your dealership, what are you going to do to fix it? Now, I've had a lot of people who have accepted the challenge that I've thrown out there, because I've made tremendous amounts of information available. And right now to you, just for a couple of days left, and you'll see it when you get over there. If you've been struggling in sales and you know you've been going to work, hating going there, you know you've been wondering, where's the money they all talk about? You know that you're saying, I see other people being successful, why not me? Click that link in the description and go over and take a look at the Ultimate Online Automotive Sales Training Program. It has everything that you could spend an hour or two today. And then you can enjoy the rest of your Sunday looking at, reading, listening to. And guess what? You can go in there and implement tomorrow and do everything you can to make the rest of the month the best month that you've ever had. You hear what I said? Make the rest of the month the best month you've ever had. When you walk in there, don't let that person that has that negative attitude because they haven't drank their coffee bring you down. You walk past them high stepping, skipping, because you know you have made a decision to do something to transform your situation. As opposed to letting the problem handle you, you're handling the problem. See, when we wait and we're on the defense until shit happens, that's too late. Be on the offense. Why not? Why not? Listen, knowing that every second that we have isn't promised. What is it that we're doing with the ones that we have while we're here? If we do have a family, don't we owe it to our family to do everything we can to be the best that we can be to provide for them? And it's baby steps. It's not leaps and bounds. If today you're wondering how you're going to make a little bit more money, learn how you can help a few more customers. If you're trying to learn how you can improve your relationship, start reading and listening to things to help you be a better communicator with your partner, how to be more giving with your partner, how to be a better listener with your partner. If you're looking at ways just on how to feel positive, how to be motivated, every morning you should listen and watch things to get you pumped up and get you going. By all means, though, you have to do something. Because what an ostrich does, I call a lot of people walking ostriches. An ostrich ducks his head in the sand, and it just sits there. And in that small circular hole, it believes that that's all that exists, is that little darkness. And a lot of people are like that. They believe if they just duck their head in the sand, put their head in the hole, and be quiet and don't make too much noise, everything will be okay. But damn it, that's not the truth. You scream and you shout from the rooftops and you make somebody recognize who you are. You make them hear that you exist. You let them know that you are here, that you walked on this planet. And the only way that can happen is by doing everything we can to improve ourselves, increase our skill set, to transform the information that goes into the supercomputer into something that can help us improve the lives of others and improve our own lives. At the end of the day, you literally are the director, the producer, the author of your own movie, of the book that we call life. And every single day you awake, that page is blank. And we have the power, we have the ability to be able to write the story any way we want. If you want it to be the same way it was yesterday, wake up and do the same shit you did yesterday. But if you want the next page to be better, more eventful, and more exciting than the last page, what are you going to do about it? Inside the program that I've been talking to y'all about, there's a 10-part video series. It's called the 100 Success Tips. That alone is something that people tell me they listen to in the morning on the way to their dealership. They listen to it with their children and with their spouse, because a house that's positive, that is focused and motivated, driving all in the same direction, that is a house that can't be divided. And that is a family that will win. Why not? Yeah, there's tons of automotive sales training and how to drive Facebook leads, and how to use Snapchat, and how to help customers, how to close a deal, how to overcome objections. There's hours and hours and hours of that information inside of that program. But also one of the most important things focused on what I'm talking about today is the 100 Success Tips, 10 videos that with 10 steps on each one that you can listen to immediately. You need to treat yourself. Don't cheat yourself. Why should Netflix, anybody else, get more of your resources invested in their company than you're invested in your business? And you are the business. Let me give a couple shout outs. Dark Center, what's up? Thank you. I'm glad I came. JR Success, what's going on? Smooth 1002, what's up, brother? Brian W, how you doing, man? I appreciate y'all taking time out, chiming in. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. But that's really what it's about. Yeah, I run into roadblocks and obstacles, but you know what? I'll run through them as hard as I can. But the only way I can run through those obstacles as hard as I can, and I do, is because over the years, when I heard somebody speaking that I felt, when I heard somebody saying something that I knew was the truth, even myself, when times were at their hardest, I can remember I would take the little bit that I had and I would invest in something that I knew my small investment today would bring me a huge gain tomorrow. And I still live my life like that. To this day, I know what got me from point A to point B. And so what are you going to use as your vehicle to get you, no pun intended, but what are you going to use as your vehicle to get you to the next level? What are you going to do to help you capitalize and maximize on all of the gifts, all of the blessings that have been given unto you? It's kind of like this. When a person is getting ready to die, the ideal situation to have the family and friends around our deathbed seeing us all. But imagine that as we get ready to pass on, it's every gift, every skill, every thought, every idea that was ever blessed into us. That's what surrounds our deathbed. Because the richest place in the world is the graveyard.
And as you get ready to pass on, every gift, every blessing, every skill that was blessed unto you has to die off with you. And they look at you and they say, we were given unto you, and only you could have given us life. Now we have to die with you. And then if you do have children, we teach our children to be better than us, to go get it, be stronger than us. But how the hell they gonna learn how to be stronger if we don't teach them? How they gonna know how to do the things to make themselves better if they don't see us doing it? We have to be the change that we want to see in the world. So if things looking sideways for you, smile anyway. If things singing down, smile anyway. If money is tight, smile anyway. Because if you got $1 in your pocket, you got more than somebody else. That's the real, okay? So make sure that when things look sideways, you stay strong. You realize that that breath that you just breathed, that was borrowed. It's not, another one's not promised. Realize that that sun you see shining or that rain that you see coming down, guess what? You got eyesight. The fact that you walked to the refrigerator, don't matter if it's empty, you walked over there. If you're eating a cracker or a T-bone steak, at least you're putting something in your stomach. You have to try to find the positive line in everything. And if you do that, I assure you, you'll have far better, more good days than you do bad days. And really, let's think about it. There's no such thing as a bad day. It's just a bad moment that we carry throughout the day. No bad moments, all right? Now, as I'm going through that, I just want you to know that for a limited time, that link is in your description. All you have to do, go beneath this video, hit that little drop-down arrow, and within that, you'll see where it says download the 100 Success Tips or the Ultimate Online Automotive Sales Training Program. Click that link. It's going to take you straight over to the special offer page. And right now, literally, for next to nothing, you can use that small investment that will bring you huge gains, not just 1 year, not just 2 years, but for the rest of your life. So click that link, go get started. And every week on Monday evening at 8:30 Eastern time, you and I will work dedicated and committedly to making sure that you continue to improve your skills. I'm going to share everything with you that I use, and that I share with other people that they invest thousands and thousands for. You don't have to do that. But the only thing I ask you to do is do something. Because when people say, oh man, I'm not doing anything, you did just do something. You just made a decision to do nothing. So if you're going to make a decision to invest in you. Make a decision to treat yourself, not cheat yourself. Why would you continue to invest in anything that doesn't give you anything back? We got to be smart out here. And that's what they bank on. They prey on the ignorance of people, meaning lacking of knowledge. They prey on people's weakness. They prey on them being soft and scared, because if you're soft, you're scared, and you're unwilling to make a move, nobody ever has to worry about you being a competitor. They never have to worry about you moving up the ladder. You know why? Because they know in order to climb yourself out of them pits of hell, it requires for you to dig in and draw on strength that most people are unwilling to go get. So make the decision to make a move. Because even if you decide to do nothing, you still made a decision. But make the right decision, one that's going to help you, one that's going to help your family, one that's going to keep you motivated, positive, and strong when shit goes sideways, one that's going to keep your skills sharp, help you be more effective and efficient to be able to help more people, and one that'll keep you more profitable and productive, generating revenue and money for yourself. So click that link in the description. Once you click the link and you go get started, you're going to get an email from me, and it'll be giving you the scheduled time as far as for to be on the coaching call that we have. You'll also have instant access to be able to download the programs and the information immediately. Okay, so once you go ahead and get started, now the email that you'll get from me maybe 15 to 20 minutes after you download, get access to your information, and then I'll be following that up once I get notification from the team. But come on, y'all, we can do this together. You and I can work together to help take you to where it is that you want to go. And it's like Sir Isaac Newton said, if I see further than others, it's because I stood on the shoulders of giants. And I'm 6'5". So stand on my damn shoulders and look farther than I ever have. But get started today. Click that link in the description. Go on over, get started, and let's get to rocking and rolling. I'm gonna give some more shout outs. We got Adam Watkins. What's up, man? Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, JR. Appreciate that. Smile. You know what I'm saying? And another 2 words I want to talk to y'all about real quick before I let you go is while you're at your dealership, if you are in automotive sales, be cautious of using these 2 words, the word buy and today. When you say to a customer, hey, are you looking to buy today? Are you thinking about buying today? What you've just done is put them in freak out mode because it puts unnecessary pressure, and pressure busts pipes. But the right applied pressure also makes diamonds. So it's not pressure, it's the amount of applied pressure and when. We don't want to pressure anybody and make them feel uncomfortable, but we do want to be persistent. And using the words buy and today freak people out. Things that, hey, you guys can start enjoying it immediately. Or what is it going to take for you and your family to start riding in it right away? You know, what is it going to take for you all to take this home or to have it sitting in your driveway? Any words other than buy in today, because they freak people out, okay? And I know that threw that in on the back of our motivational session, but it's Sunday morning. And I got messages from people saying, Brian, I'm feeling down. I want to feel better. You want to feel better? Then help me help you. Click the link in the description. Go on over $65. If that will stop you from wanting to be more successful, wanting to feel more positive, want to be more financially independent, man, I don't know what else is able to help you, quite personally. And a lot of people talk it. They say, oh, I want it, and I want to do this, and I want to do that. But when I run into them and I ask them, hey, you don't have, even if they don't download my stuff, that's fine. But what book have they invested in? What audio program? What anything other than a 5-minute YouTube are you doing? Because if 5-minute YouTube videos got everybody successful, guess what? We have a ton of multimillionaires, but we don't. Because in that limited little bit of time, do you really believe that that's enough for you to get everything you need to be fulfilled and be successful? Of course not. But you have to make the decision. Are you willing to be a little bit uncomfortable for a week because you invested in you? Are you willing to be uncomfortable a little bit for 2 weeks because you invested in you? And I tell you, if you're not willing to deal with that short-term pain for long-term gain, you don't stand a chance in hell if you go out to try to be in business for yourself in the real world. Because that's what it requires. You have to be thinking about it. No business in America will generate $1 if they didn't invest in strategy, improving the value of their company, knowing what the people that they deal with want. Nobody, the clothes you buy, the food you eat, the cars you drive, none of it would exist if people didn't take the time to invest in learning. So when they go back out, they're prepared and they maximize on their opportunity. And the question is, are you willing to do that? Are you willing to keep going into your place of business, swapping hours for dollars? Or are you willing to maximize and really take that to the next level by doing what you need to do to invest in you? And I think we both know the answer. And I truly look forward to working with you. So click that link in the description because you know I'm talking to you. I know the check wasn't what you expected it to be. I know bills are still coming. I know your spouse is wondering what the hell are you doing up there? Why are you still working there? Why you haven't quit? They don't see everything. They don't see the potential like you do. They don't see the other people getting the money like you do. But what are you going to do to show it to them? I know it's tight. I know it's hard. But when the things ever not going to be tight? When are they ever not going to be hard? Unless we do what we can to minimize how tight it is and to maximize how much easier it is for us. It requires us. But I get it. I know I've been there. I get it. But unless we're willing to do something today, we can expect the same exact shit slop that we stepped in yesterday. Okay? Unless we're willing to do something to change our tomorrow. And in order for us to change our tomorrow, we have to be willing to do what it takes today. Do you realize that's what it's about? And I'm talking to you. I know it's hard at the house. I know it's hard at your business. I know you're wondering, God, why me? But the reason being is because you're being set up for a comeback. The setback is nothing but a setup for a comeback. You are about to be used to show people, hey, listen, I took the time and I was willing to invest in myself and believe in myself. And from that belief and from that investment, look at how far I've come. And guess what? The powers that be, whatever you believe in, don't work through anything other than people, which means that whatever is flowing through me that's making me feel this way, you were meant to hear it. So if you ignore it, that's on you, but you can't say it wasn't brought to you. It's being brought to you. And I just woke up with this on my heart, and I just wanted to share. We ain't getting deep into those sales stuff today. This is just people talking to people, helping you realize what you can do to transform it and turn it all around. Turn that smile upside down. Transform your life. Be what it is that you were born to be. Take that leap, that step of faith Faith is believing in things that we can't see, touch, or feel. It's the idea. So if you have that idea, that perception of yourself in the future, that successful you, that winner you, make the decision to make the move today. Click that link in the description. Go over, get started. And like I said, even if it's not mine, even though people tell me it's one of the best training programs or motivating series they have ever dealt with, ever. If you watch my videos and you say these videos touch you more than anything else, sales related or life related, then you know that what they were saying is true. And if you think this is something, imagine what happens when you dig into these programs and you and I get to working together. You think this is something, you ain't seen nothing, because I got a lot more where that comes from. But do me a favor and treat yourself. Don't cheat yourself. Click that link in the description. Do something about it. Transform your life and your reality. I assure you, you will thank you. Your family will thank you. Your future self already thanks you. So other than that, we got Abadel. What's going on fire this morning? Hey, thank you, folks. In the meantime, y'all, I love you. I wish you all the best. And I really hope and I pray that all of these people that I see that are in here this morning, that have been watching with us, that have been listening, that you are heeding the words and that you get started. Make the decision that you are taking control of your life. Never again will you allow outside people or outside things to minimize you and hold you down. It is your time to break out of your shell. It's your time to win. It's your time to shine. And the reason why, again, why they call this moment here the present is because it is a gift. It's because within this moment lies all the power to change any issue, any problem we got going on in our life. And it all starts with a decision and taking action. And many times that action is the hardest thing. People are scared. What if it doesn't work? You know, what if it doesn't help me? What if I'm unable to win with it? But damn it, what if it does help? And what if you do win? Then what? You see, failure is an orphan, but success has many fathers. I'll say that again. Failure is an orphan. When you're struggling, you ever notice how you by yourself, but when you win it, everybody want to be down? Well, this is the time right now. This is the championship round. And don't expect anybody to be around you cheering you on. As a matter of fact, it's during these moments that you can really test the real character of a person. Because it ain't what we do when everybody's watching us. It's what we do when we by ourselves. So what are you going to do while you're sitting there stewing it over in your mind? Are you going to make the decision and get started? Are you going to wait another day, which will easily turn into another day, which will turn into a week, which will turn into a month, which will turn into a year? And guess what? 5 years from now, people are still sitting in the same situation. Do you know, as a matter of fact, there are more people that have spouses and children that are living in houses with other families because they can't afford their own bills? Do you know that there's more people over 70 years old working than ever before? Not because they want to, because they don't have a choice. And if you believe that somehow we're immune to it, poverty doesn't care what color we are, how old we are, none of it. It's up to us to make sure we eliminate that from happening in our lives. And it's by taking baby steps, taking action, and assuming ownership of our lives. All right. So again, man, I just wanted to chime in with you guys. Do me a favor, like this video. Make sure you post a comment, share it. Please post a comment in the bottom, because the live chats are great, but I love it when people watch them later and they can see how other people are fired up. So hit that like button. If you aren't already subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe, turn on that notification bell. But more than anything else, click that link in the description. Come on over and let's get started. This is my message to you. And you know who you are. This is for you. You know you've been wanting to do something, and now it's laid out right here on the platter. Click that link in the description. Go on over, get started. And other than that, y'all, again, thank you so much for spending this time with me on a Sunday morning. I know you could have been anywhere in the world, but we're here together. And please make the decision to be the change in your life that you want to see in the world. Click that link in the description. Come on over. Let's get started. Start listening to the 100 Success Tips. Start learning how you can handle these objections. Start realizing the psychology behind the steps to the sale. Learn how you can leverage social media. The fact that people are here with me on a Sunday morning lets you know that a lot of the things that I'm sharing with you absolutely work, or else we all wouldn't be here. So click the link in the description, go on over, and let's get started. Other than that, y'all, I'm Brian Maxwell. And I look forward to seeing you guys at the dealership. But I'm gonna be checking in from New Orleans this week, from the NOLA. So I'll give you guys a shout out once I get there this evening. I might go live again tonight. But other than that, y'all, stay up. Go hard or go home. But make the decision. Click that link. Come on over. Make the investment in you instead of all stuff that don't give you back. Netflix won't give you anything back. Make the decision to be your best you. Live your best life. It's not just a song. Live your best life now. All right. Hey, I saw you roll tide, even though I'm a Spartan man. But other than that, I look forward to seeing you guys at the, before I go, I am going to do one thing. I am going to add a link here real quick for you so you can actually be able to, even though the link is in the description, I'm also going to make sure that I add it right here to the actual feed, so you can go over and check it out. You can click that link in the description. Here it comes. Download link. Boom. And here it comes. Wham. Click that link right there in the chat, or click the link that's in the description. Going over it, you can get started. And I'll even put the title. It's the Ultimate Online Automotive Sales Training Program. And you can get started today while you're hanging out. Why not let your spouse and your family see what type of work you put in? Why not? Download it. Let them check it out. I assure you, when your family supports you, when your spouse knows what you're doing and see the investments you're making in yourself, watch them start working a little bit harder to send you business. When your children, they see that you really put in the effort and you put in the work, watch them start working to send you business. They got to see that this is serious for you. Let your family members, your friends, when they get in the car with you, they hear you listening to things to be better, to sell better, to be more. This is what it takes, y'all. You know, my library is bigger than my TV. I have far more books when they're put together, bigger than any TVs I got in this house, okay? And these are not hard copy, they're digital. You can listen to them on your phone, you can listen to them in your car immediately. So click that link over there and get started. But like I said before, let me get up out of here because we're about to get ready to hit the road. Other than that, y'all, I love you. Thank you for spending time with me. Brian Maxwell, and I look forward to seeing you at the dealership. Now, do you have any questions for me real quick? Anybody got one? Go ahead and share it, post it, and I'll go ahead and answer it for you before I go. Anything going once? Anything going twice? All right, good folks. Thank you all very, very much for chiming in with me. And we out. So y'all make sure y'all take it easy. All right. Off.